This evening, it is August 31st, 2024, and I felt led to come back on here. I did a live stream earlier today, and I was sharing a little about a lot, but I feel like there's more that I am to share, and so I'm just turning this on and seeing what the Lord wants to impart for us. Um, As I shared a little bit earlier, that this month is pivotal in ushering us into our new. And so my prayer is that we had some time this month to really sit with some things that perhaps have been plaguing us. I think I shared this a little bit earlier, but I feel like there's more. And he just wants me to share on new beginnings, because that's what this whole year has been, new beginnings. And I suppose the initial thought on new beginnings is that it's exciting and it's everything we've hoped for and dreamed about, but at the same time, it is a journey to get to the new. And some of us have been in transition for a little bit. Some of us are about to enter into deep refinement. I think I've shared this before. So you will be going through the process, the sanctification process, which is not an easy space. And when I say that, I mean specifically the refining that needs to be done in our hearts so that we can be where the Lord wants us to be. So I'm just kind of sharing on perhaps specifically on these, as I called it earlier, I was talking about how it's a thorn in our side sometimes. It's a thorn in our flesh, really. And a lot of times, if we are stubborn or obstinate, the Lord never forces His will upon us. He gives us free will to choose. But when He's trying to take us through this process of sanctification, which we all choose, we're going to come across these, as I said earlier, these struggles that are, perhaps for some of us, they've been lifelong struggles. And so it's not so easy to say goodbye, if you will, to the old. But it's paramount and it's necessary so that we can truly embrace the new that He wants for us, that He has for us, that we want for ourselves. So this is an encouragement, I suppose, that if you are wrestling with something that has been plaguing you for perhaps all of your life or a very long season, it's not too late, and even when the calendar changes tomorrow to 9/1, you can still go through this transition and become the beautiful butterfly that the Lord created you to be. So yeah, this is what I want to share. I just want to encourage you whatever sin you're wrestling with, whatever struggle, affliction, because we all have them. And, whether it's a mental stronghold or an emotional bondage or a physical addiction, you have rescue, you have help. And my encouragement for you is to take some time. Take some time. Even if you watch this video a year from now, take some time and sit with these spaces within yourself that you're wrestling with and struggling with. What I have found interesting in my journey is it's a beautiful metamorphosis, and to be able to experience each stage of transformation and growth and as I share a lot, the heartache and the beauty of it. It's just a beautiful space to be. Sitting with yourself and being honest with yourself and being real with yourself about who you are and, where you've been and what you've experienced, and to acknowledge and embrace it. In fact, this is part of what I teach, these 3 steps really to acknowledge firstly, and then to accept and embrace, and then to go through the process. But especially in our time, we do not have the encouragement to be still long enough, to sit with ourselves and to reflect on our life and to go through the necessary steps to take inventory. So my encouragement, I think, tonight is to just allow that process to happen for yourself, wherever you are in it. And to be ready for the new that's coming for you, the new that's on the horizon. Even in the midst, of everything that is shifting and changing and all the unknown variables and all the daily anxieties and stress, all of it. I just would like to encourage you to take some time for yourself so that you can assess where you are, because that's so vital right now. One thing that has helped me over time, and of course, we're all in different seasons and stages and places of our life, but we all have the gift of time, and we all have the ability to choose what we want to do with our time. And one of the greatest gifts that you can give, not only to yourself, which it is a gift to yourself, but to the people in your life, is to be still, to allow your mind to settle so that you can clear your head and gain clarity and perspective, so that you can let your emotional realm rest, so that you can physically recuperate. So one of the things that has helped me, that I encourage you to practice, is to take you know, some time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, once a week, maybe a whole day if that's an option for you, and just unplug from the world, unplug from your normal day-to-day activities, so that you can recenter yourself. And there's so much, it's amazing how much and for some of you, it might actually be very uncomfortable because you're used to being busy and going all the time. And it might even be too much if your brain is constantly on go and you have to sit quietly with the flood of your thoughts. But it's the first step to recentering yourself and gaining your footing, and that is to unplug. I try and do this once a week, and even if it's just for a little bit during the day, and it really makes a huge difference. So that's my encouragement to y'all. I hope you're doing well. I'll be back soon with some more announcements for classes next week, which I hope I will see many of you in my classes. And I'm here if y'all need anything. Don't hesitate to reach out. You can find me at She's Restored.